All right, guys, welcome back. This is video number 2, and we're going to talk about confidence, what fitness does for your confidence as a dad. I know probably all of us have that moment where we finally looked in the mirror and we just didn't like what we saw, or maybe we went to take our shirt off at the beach or the pool and maybe decided not to take it off, or did not like what we saw when we did. And that goes for all of us. It could be because you feel kind of scrawny, that you don't have any muscle, haven't built any definition, or it could be that you've gotten overweight, out of shape, and you remember what you were in high school, and when you first got married, and then now where you are. And so I want us to kind of take those thoughts, and in this short lesson about confidence, I just want to give you some ideas and some thoughts about it as we approach this subject of confidence. So, why this matters. Um, this when was there ever a time when you felt like you were confident in your body? And I mentioned maybe it was when you were in high school, or it could have been maybe years ago when you were more active and then you got away from being fit and it's just been hard to get back to that. But think about the time when you were confident, and now think about maybe now that you just feel like you're struggling. And there's some, I think, what we'll talk more about kind of the mindset and the mental health aspects of really what this means. But I would just challenge you to kind of think a little bit about what it feels like to be confident, and then what it feels like to lack confidence. I think maybe as it pertains to our health, or as it pertains to our fitness, we maybe feel shame, and we might hide it under some comments of joking and things like that. But this matters. Why does this matter? Confidence comes from action. All right, you think about it. Um, you build confidence, right? It's something that's built. It's not something that's given. You build confidence, and confidence happens over time, right? Every rep, you build muscle, because rep after rep and workout after workout and meal after clean meal, these are promises that you're making, and then promises that you're keeping to yourself. When you are building confidence, confidence doesn't come from results. Confidence comes from consistency. You stay consistent. You make yourself a promise today that by the time I turn, for me, it was 40, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life. And every day I made that promise and I kept that promise. There's failures, certainly. There are times when you may don't do as well as you maybe do on another day. But over time, every day, consistently, you show up, you are doing the thing that you promised you would do to your spouse or to your kids or to yourself. Showing up for yourself means that every day you were consistent. Not that you had all the great results, not that you could take the pictures and flex and look great with your shirt off, but you kept the promise. And you keep that promise day after day after day. The third thing I want to mention to you is the mirror test. Fitness changes how you see yourself, not just in the mirror, but in the analogy, what you see in yourself. Fitness changes that. Not just that you maybe have bigger muscles, or that you are more defined, or that you've lost some weight, but that each day you can look at yourself in the face and say, I did what I promised to do. Yesterday, I tracked all of my macros, and today I went to the gym. And yesterday, I went to the gym for a whole week, and every day I went, and I did the things that I promised I was doing. And then you're able to look at yourself in the face and say, I accomplished what I set out to do. And maybe everybody else doesn't see those results as clearly as you might see because of the work that you've been putting in, but you can, with confidence, step forward each day and know you have done what you set out to do. When you're proud of yourself privately, it shows publicly. And so I want you to ask yourself, how would it look? How would it feel to look in the mirror and actually feel proud, to feel confident, not perfect, but proud or confident in what you are accomplishing? And then confidence as a dad. Confidence affects everyone around you. Your lack of confidence also affects everyone around you. It's noticed by your kids, by your wife, by people around you, but confidence affects everyone. So when you have confidence, you're able to change the mood or maybe the landscape of the people that are around you because you have confidence. I for many years I led worship in church, and it is true of singers, especially of leaders in churches, that if the leader sings softly, the people he is leading will sing softer than him or her. But it's also true that if the leader sings with confidence and loud, exuding joy, that everyone around lifts their level of singing. It's true that the leader always has to be at a higher level because the followers are not going to go uh, past where the leader's at. And so that's true in music, but it's also true in your family, in your place of business, your work. Many of you that are listening and watching this are leaders in your own way. And as a leader, having confidence is super important. I mentioned in the last episode about things that my kids have said because of my confidence in fitness, and now they have that same confidence. So, what are you giving off? Are you giving off a feeling of guilt and frustration and maybe some sadness and like a mental handicap that makes you feel like I'm not going to be able to do this? Or can you look at yourself in the mirror every day and fulfill the promise that you made? I'm going to do this. I'm going to track what I'm eating. I'm going to go to the gym or do my workout. I'm going to check these boxes every day. And every day I can build that confidence that allows me to finally get to the point where I feel confident, maybe to take my shirt off at the beach, or to feel confident when I look at myself in the mirror that I'm proud of the man that I am today, because you show up every day and you keep those promises to yourself. All right, I hope that's a help to you. We'll see you on the next video.